What's up, man? It's your boy Oski motherfucking Shanghai. I'm back. Now, if you didn't see the last video, make sure you watch the last video. It's called the holographic tech. I was about to say holographic universe because, I'm in the middle of that book. But it's called holographic tech. Make sure you watch that shit. Okay? Watch that shit because it's going to give you a good I won't even just say introduction. It's going to give you a good way for you to understand what the fuck is going down. And believe me, there's some shit going down. So, you know, that's why I'm here. So let's do this, right? 5 things mainstream media ignored. Okay, I got my notes. It's time. 5 things mainstream media ignored. Your boy Oski Shanghai is here to present that, and we're about to get into it. Let's do it.
Perfect.
So we're about to do this, right? Many people, especially a close friend of mine, shout out Kat, talked about the concentration camps, right? Now those shits exist, okay? And they're calling it something else, okay? So we're gonna talk about, which is the first news, Rosie O'Donnell, right? Rosie O'Donnell says there are over 100,000 concentration camps. Over 100,000. Okay. This was on Bravo's What Happens Live After Show. Okay. Now O'Donnell was asked about the role she's playing in Lights for Liberty, which is a rally, right? It's being held on July 12th to end detention camps. Now that's what the fuck they calling it, detention camps. What the fuck? Just call it what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how they try to put those fancy words in there just so you won't know what the fuck it is? Just say what it is. It's a concentration camp. Detention center. What were we in school? You know what I'm saying? Detention center. You're in a detention center. Yeah, right. Because they know if they was to say you're going to a concentration camp, it's a wrap for your ass. So, they know what's going to happen. People will panic. So they just call it something else. Right? So her response, yeah, the concentration camps, right? This is what she says, O'Donnell, right? Even though there is a lot of controversy about the word, but actually legitimate scholars who study genocide say, yes, these are in fact the criteria for concentration camps, right? And then she goes on to further say, there are over 100,000 camps in nearly every state, okay? And then she goes on to say there's between 10,000 and 13,000 children that can fill Radio City Music Hall twice. Oh my God, she's exposing shit.
July 12th, demanding an end to the detention camps.
Yeah, the concentration camps, even though there's a lot of controversy about the word, but actually legitimate scholars who have studied genocide say, yes, these are, in fact, the criteria for concentration camps. They meet them. There are over 100,000 camps in nearly every state. There's between 10 and 13,000 children that could fill Radio City Music Hall twice. That's how many children unaccompanied alone in these camps.
He's exposing everything. Rosie O'Donnell said it. And you see, there's people who say, oh, well, you're a conspiracy theorist, da da da. No, the fuck I'm not. The proof is right here. Now, although she has no real evidence of what the fuck she's talking about, of course not. But there's other people who talk about it, right? This senator shit's real out here, okay? So make sure you guys, really look that up if y'all interested in that. And really study the concentration camps, alright? Really, really study it. So the next news, okay? The next news. World's first holographic circus. Yes, the world's first holographic. Well, they say the world's first holographic, but I highly doubt anything is, the world's first, anything, because there's nothing new under the sun. But the circus Roncalli, right, is the first of its class and is situated in Germany. Okay, so this is a circus that's based in Germany. They got this holographic tech. Right now, it's not the same holographic tech that I was talking about, with the high technology, the shit that they hiding from y'all, the real shit. This is some, basic holographic tech that you can make in your crib if you just learn the blueprint for it. Some basic shit, you know what I'm saying? And when you look at it, you're gonna see it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you right now.
So as you guys can see, they got horses and shit running around, it's pretty cool. As you can see, they got the fishes and the up in there, and I believe there's like separate screens. Look like there's like 4 or 5 screens that surrounding the area, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. They got the elephants doing aerobics. They say that the elephant can swim in there too, but I haven't seen that. Couldn't find no video of that. But yeah, this is pretty much what it is, as you guys can see. Nothing big, little something, It's pretty cool. I think I should visit there one day. But yeah, man, that's the holographic circus. This is the real thing right there in Germany. So make sure you guys look this shit up, man. I don't just be saying this just to say it. Make sure you look it up.
So there, you seen it, right? The basic shit. But it still look good, for the kids and all that. But that's nothing compared to what they really got, right? This is the first holographic circus on the planet, as far as we know, right? Because you know how these niggas work. The German circus called Roncalli, right? Their circus shows monkeys, fish, wild horses, and even elephants swimming, doing aerobics, right? And run around. Like, this is some dope shit. I can't front. The circus itself has been in existence since 1976. The circus itself, not the holographic tech that they got now, right? But the circus itself has been around since 1976. They decided to replace actual animals with holograms. So, that's pretty good. They wanted to, stop, save the animals from that bullshit. Because we all seen what happened on Planet of the Apes. That's what the fuck's gonna happen soon. Because these animals are becoming more intelligent. Everyone knows it. The director of the circus also talks of getting rid of those last animals because he wanted to, I believe he wanted to save money. Let's just keep it real. It costs money to keep these animals up in there and to keep them alive all the time. I think he wanted to save money, but he claimed to, help save the environment and all this other shit to make it sound good. That was real clever. I like what he did there. But we all know what it really is, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's good that there's animals, they took the animals out. I congratulate you for that. But let's not say it in bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for everything. You gotta keep these animals alive and shit like that. So that's what the real reason was. But they say that God works in mysterious ways, so that's actually a real, that's actually not even mysterious. That's actually a dope way to save animals by thinking you're saving money. Here we are. Bella Thorne. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about it. If y'all didn't, it's good that you're here, okay? Bella Thorne, who is a former, she used to play on Shake It Up. She played on Shake It Up. I never seen that shit. But I think most kids did when they were teenagers. Who's 20 now, right? When they was 13. Since childhood in Disney, I told y'all about these Hollywood motherfuckers, but y'all be thinking of. Make sure you go on my Instagram, BLACKBOOKT.V, at BLACKBOOKT.V. Y'all be thinking I'm lying, but I be telling y'all what it is, man. These niggas in Hollywood rape, drink blood, eat niggas, all that shit. All that shit. I'm not down with this shit, so I can say it. But this is what these niggas do, okay? This is what they do.
I don't know, getting molested for fucking from your 6 to your 14 seems like way harder circumstances, or being physically abused all the time seems like a much more difficult situation than fucking have paparazzi following you since you were 12. I don't know.
Now, Bella Thorne says she was. Let's get into it, right? Bella Thorne says she was molested in the industry from age 6 to 14 while working at Disney, and she claimed it was an open secret. Meaning everybody know about it in Hollywood. It was an open secret, and people did nothing to stop the abuse. What? So your favorite celebrity who's a part of Disney, like Zac Efron and all them niggas, they know what's up. Them niggas was raped too. What y'all think? These niggas just, you know, it's hard to believe that nice it isn't that you. And then once this shit's over, what happens? Hey Zach, get over here. Bend the fuck over. What's gonna happen is you're gonna fucking. You wanna play this next role, this next scene? Let me blow your ass out. And don't say shit. And that's what the fuck happens. Now, and it's an open secret. Everybody know about it. It ain't like I'm just making this shit up to sound funny. Everybody know about it, right? So it's an open secret. And people did nothing to stop the abuse. Now, when you say some shit like that, I automatically assume that there was people in the room, which, if you look at my MK Ultra sex slave video, right? They have to have sex with a certain executive in front of niggas. It shows it right on the video, right? So, let's get into it. Bella says everyone around me saw and did nothing. Everyone around me saw and did nothing. That sounds like a sex orgy party. What the fuck else would it be? Now, I know a lot of y'all's like, well, where was her parents? Well, duh, her parents put her up in that shit so they can get that money. Duh. You think they didn't know? Come on.
I was still being molested when paparazzi were still fucking following me. So it's pretty hard in my mind to think about these big flashlight photographs and everyone thinking they know me and talking about me, but having no idea the type of mistreatment that I was still dealing with at that time, that everyone around me saw and did nothing.
This is how most parents get down. That's how most parents get down when they get that money. This is how most parents get down. This is how most parents get down when they make that money, man. They sell their children out. This is how the fuck it goes, okay? So, Bella Thorne, right? Bella Thorne discussed the alleged molestation charges while promoting her up-and-coming book. The Life of a Wannabe Mogul, right? Mental disarray on Build series, right? Y'all can look up Build series. That's on YouTube. According to the mixed reports, right? Thorne was asked what was the darkest part of her book. She replied that the rape was pretty dark. Then goes on to talk about the death of her father. So you should know what the fuck. You know what's up. You know how the industry gets down. So you know what's up. You know what's up. Had to get her dad killed. Then Dave Chappelle. Then the same shit happened to him. His dad died. Yo. Anyway. Bella isn't the only childhood actor who have came out about sexual abuse at Disney. So we gotta, put that into perspective too, okay? She's not the only one that came out. They fired Andy Mack, right? Last December, they fired Andy Mack from Disney, okay? He's an actor, alright? On Disney. After being charged of trying to have sex with a boy. These are these niggas from Disney. These weirdos from Disney. Okay? Just recently, actually, Disney executive Michael Laney, was sentenced to nearly 7 years in jail for abusing a 7-year-old girl. This is what these weirdo Hollywood niggas do. And y'all look at these niggas like they some type of motherfucking, like they, just because they got money, they gods. Just because they know a little bit about investments or some shit, they gods. No, if you study this shit too, you nigga, what? You could be just like them. You know what I'm saying? But you slacking. So now, pretty much, next what's on the news, we have, this is the 4th, so try to bear with me, just stick with me. Stick with me. We're almost done. Because y'all have to know this shit. Because no one else is going to tell you. Fox News ain't going to tell you. They've been knowing this shit for years. So you're gonna wait for Fox News to tell you? You ain't gotta wait for no more Fox News or nothing. The news is right here. All you gotta do is do your own research by now, So, human brains carry electrical signals different from other mammals, which we should have already known that. May explain unique brain power, right? So this is an article talking about how human brains carry electrical signals from human brain power is basically different from mammals, other mammals, because we're not mammals, but other mammals, and they basically explain this to the doctor who's doing it. In fact, I'm gonna show that, and they basically go into it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to show you right now,
Actually, guys, I couldn't find no clip of that, so I'm kind of look like a fool. So, yeah, I'm just gonna waste time. I'll carry on.
So now, we got 2 more, okay? We got 2 more. So stick with me, because y'all gotta know this shit, okay? Y'all gotta know what's going down, and y'all gotta know who the fuck is fucking with y'all, because everybody's fucking with y'all. You see the news is putting out what dogs is doing, dogs saving turtles and shit like that. They ain't showing you what's really going down, okay? So, let's do this, right? Number 4, right? Human brains, right? Human brains carry electrical signals differently from other mammals, even though we're not mammals, by the way. May explain unique brain power, okay? According to scientists, this is recent news. So let's get into it. Neurons in the human brain receive electrical signals from thousands of different cells and long neural extensions called dendrites. Okay, y'all want to look that up. Dendrites is spelled D-E-N-D-R-I-T-E-S. Dendrites, okay? So make sure y'all look that up.
So as you can see right here, in case you guys didn't want to look it up or anything like that, this is a dendrite. This is inside your brains. This is basically your brain cell, okay? It receives the information. So you see the dendrites, those little, webby things. That is what receives the information. It goes into the cell body, and then the axon, the ending part, even though this has really nothing, that part has nothing to do with the news, but the axon, just so you can know, just so you can just have an idea on what, all this shit is, in case you see it again. The axon dishes out the information from the cell body. The dendrites, right, receives the axon, dishes it out. After receiving the information, right, from the dendrites, right, it's like little arms. That's like the cell body's arms for it to get information. The axon dishes it out. After going from the dendrite to the cell body, the axon dishes it out. So they're basically saying that our dendrites is what basically is making us more superior because of how much information that it can receive. So there you go. By the way, make sure you guys are taking notes.
Long neural extensions called dendrites play a critical role in incorporating all incorporating all information so cells can respond appropriately using brain tissue. MIT discovered that human dendrites have different electrical properties than other species. Small sections of human dendrites can behave independently from the rest of the neuron. Okay? So it's a part of the neuron cell. Understand that. Neurons are basically brain cells. Okay? So it's a part of the neuron cell, and they're saying that it behaves independently from the rest of the cell. Okay? Basically what I just told you. So if you want to know what a dendrite is, it's a noun, right? For physiology, a short branch extension of a nerve cell, along which impulses received from other cells are transmitted to the cell's body, or to the cell body, right? So now we understand what a dendrite is, in case you want to look that up on what it is. That's pretty much what it is, okay? So, my bad, I'm just making sure, you know, I gotta make sure the camera look good. Right, so Mark Harnett, who is a part of the Fred and Carol Middleton Career Development Team and Assistant Professor of Brain and Cognitive Sciences, says, this is him, quote, Mark Harnett, it's not just that humans are smart, right, are smart because we have more neurons and a larger cortex. From the bottom up, neurons behave differently, okay? Which are brain cells. Neurons behave differently. Dendrites receive input from many other neurons and carry those signals to the body. If stimulated enough, a neuron fires an action potential, an electrical impulse that then stimulates other neurons. Large network of these neurons communicate with each other electrically to generate thoughts and other actions. Should we say like behavior? Should we say, right? So now we get the full spectrum of what it is. They're pretty much saying that these dendrites, right? They're finding out that specific parts of the neuron cells and other cells, right, behave independently from the rest of the parts of the cell. So that's critical. That's like your arm and legs moving independently on their own without you thinking about it, just independently. And the only thing that you're operating is your brain and your mouth. So that's kind of intense there that they found that out, if you get what I'm saying, right? So now we're gonna get to the bullshit. The last part of the news. Yes, children. We're getting down to some bullshit again. Many of you deactivated your Facebook accounts, and many of you who didn't, shame on you. You're being spied on as we speak, especially if you got the app. You're being spied on, okay? So, let's get into it. What's the bullshit, you say? Well, let's see. Instagram will use AI, which is artificial intelligence, to censor hate speech before it's even posted. Damn! They're gonna block this shit before. That means, nigga, you can't even say the word nigga. You can't even say the word you a bitch if you're mad. They don't even want you to use emotions. They just want you to use emojis. See? Now, Adam Missouri, who fucking sounds like a Middle Eastern bomber, if you want me to be real. But Adam Missouri, right? The head of Facebook owned Instagram. By the way, that was a joke, so don't take that personal. Okay, the head of Facebook owned Instagram said the company is willing to make decisions to keep users safe from online bullying, even if it leads to decreased usage. Now, you know damn well that's a bullshit ass lie, because their job is to spy on you. If they lose users, then what the fuck is Instagram up for? They might as well just shut it down, because people use Instagram just as much as they use Twitter or Snapchat, if not more. Maybe more, because I know maybe it's second to Snapchat. So I know people use Instagram. There's no way that they're gonna lose all those stocks in and bonds and all that money just to try to cover a post.
Oh man, oh man. You know, I didn't believe it either, guys. I really didn't. I did not believe at that point, at least, that they would actually, censor people. But, they just came out with the news, but as always, they always do the shit early before it happens. I happen to have one of the posts, actually. That's how I know. In fact, I'm gonna show you it. So you see, this guy got blocked, or censored, should I say, for posting a pro-life comic, and they said that it was a hate speech. It was a Christian Daily reporter who said it. Pretty much, the dude Adam Ford, I think his Instagram is up there at Adam40, I think, or something like that. It talks about how he had a pro-life comic, and they in the robot seen that as a hate speech. Now these ain't actual people who's doing this. That's what you guys have to understand. This ain't actual people saying, "Hey, this is hate speech." This ain't that. This is actually robots doing this. You think robots know what hate speech is? Shit, the AI, the AI ain't that smart. So make sure y'all, do your research, because, at that time I didn't do it. So, yeah. And don't forget too, man, they're not just gonna be censoring people's posts. They're gonna be taking posts down. Okay? Especially, if your page isn't private, Luckily my Instagram is private, at BLACKBOOKT.V. Make sure you follow me. I put up some dope shit on there, you know what I'm saying? But as you can see, they're deleting pages. They've been deleting YouTube pages. So make sure you guys, if you're posting some real shit, make sure you be careful, man, because they're really blocking, free speech. You know what I'm saying? They're really trying to block it, and these are some big businesses trying to do it. Luckily they got kids, or else, we'll be done. But now let's continue, with my ignorance, not really knowing they would do it, and they already did. When I should have known, they start early. Right.
Because you feel mad about something. There's nothing wrong with putting out your emotions on some shit. But they want to stop you. They want you to be robots. They want you to be controlled. This that beginning of transhumanism bullshit I'm telling you about. Make sure you look at my transhumanism video. Okay? So, here we go. Missouri told Time magazine in an article, published, quote, this is what he said, right? This is what he says. We will make decisions that mean people use Instagram less if it keep people more safe. Now that's what he said. Now I didn't write that wrong. I didn't read the shit wrong. That wasn't a typo. That's the way he talks. Okay? That's the way he talks. So, I don't know if he got a speech impediment or whatever, but that was, that's what he said. We will make decisions that mean people use Instagram less if it keep people more safe. A person who talks like this runs Instagram. So this should tell you some shit. A person who talks like this runs Instagram. So that should tell you that, okay, anything's possible, right? Instagram also stated it will be releasing a new feature called Restrict that will allow users to hide comments from specific users without notifying those users, right? Which that's okay. I guess that's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't want someone to see something, you might want to block it or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. That will block users, right? Specific users without notifying the users, right? Oh, my bad. There were high comments from specific users without notifying these users that they have been blocked. Missouri also announced April that Instagram would begin experimenting with hiding like counts as a way to make the social network a less pressure environment. Okay. So basically, how is people supposed to know that, because Instagram isn't just about an emotional social environment. Instagram is a place where people sell products. How is a person supposed to know that people like their products if there's no like button? How is people supposed to know? So that's that bullshit, They're only doing this because people are flourishing. You see, the business is changing now. People, you can do the things that you see on movies and shit. you could do that now. You could do that now in your house for the minimum stacks. You know what I'm saying? You could become famous by yourself. You don't need to go to these other venues of Hollywood and shit like that. That's all a facade. And it's becoming more and more apparent. So what they have to do is now, they have to try to stop people from selling, you know, by restricting like buttons and, you know, trying to stop people, period, from doing anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what they've been trying to do. They don't want people to stop using Instagram because they try to keep track of you. The nigga works for Facebook. Like, come on. Facebook works with CERN, and they also work with the UN, and they also work with, well, fuck it, we could just stay right there. They work with the UN, okay? Which is national security. Which is them looking at your ass 24/7. And you trust this. So, this is why I say, make sure social media do not run you. Okay? Make sure social media do not run you. Social media should not be immediate. Okay? You should not be immediate to the social media. You need to learn how to control that. Don't let that shit control you. Use it. You know what I'm saying? Use it. Okay? So, that's 5 things mainstream media ignored. And make sure you check out my next video. My next video, man, whoo! If y'all seen my holographic video, make sure you check it out. It's my last video. If y'all seen, like, my other videos, if y'all seen the cynocephaly video, actually, y'all are gonna fuck with this one. If y'all seen my MK Ultra Sex Slaves videos, I won't even mention that because it's not the same. If y'all seen the cynocephaly video, it's like the cynocephaly video, but it's a little deeper. Okay? So y'all know how I gets down. This is BLACKBOOKT.V. Oski Sunghai. Make sure you subscribe to BLACKBOOKT.V. I will be selling merchandise soon, and I will have my website up by this year, okay? So I will be selling merchandise, sweaters and shit like that soon, and I will have my website up soon. So just keep following me. So keep following me, all right? Just keep following me, and you're gonna see, okay? You can see the real shit. And I'm also gonna have a Patreon page, so y'all can see how I fully break down shit. So any questions that y'all have, y'all can just, you know, pay like, you know, $4, $5, you know what I'm saying? $4 or $5, you know what I'm saying, on the real shit, on the scholar shit. I don't really call myself a scholar, on the occult shit, the deep occult shit, the shit that niggas don't, you know, ain't ready for. If you're ready for that, I'm gonna put out a Patreon soon, a Patreon page soon, and I'm gonna break that shit motherfucking down. We're gonna break down everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's some shit you gotta pay for. But all this shit that I'm doing right now, I'm gonna keep on doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be way more frequent. This is Oski Sunghai. Make sure you subscribe. Look at my last few videos. BLACKBOOKT.V. 5 things mainstream media ignored. Peace to you. Subscribe.
All I need is a time and place to come through.